Here is not where it all begins, neither is it where it ends. For behind the poet is just a person, a man on a ledge, one walking the plank for a living, compelled by the swords of you pirates to either tell my story, your story, any story, as long as it's themed on finding a treasure chest on an island we all somehow seem to own, or to fall off the plank. So this is a poem of how I walked back into the ship, for before the invasions of my wrecking rhetoric were the spoils of conquered whispers, the traces of tied tongues, the rubble from broken silence. I was told by strangers my voice would never be loud enough, not even to echo in a cave. You see, behind this tall and regal figure of my youth is sometimes just a fragile man, one with more bruised bones than bone marrows, but I have found walking sticks and sharing my backbone with broken men, telling them tales of how I kept my skeletons not in closets, no, but in the right hands, hoping it'd help us enter the spaces we haven't learned to feel like novices playing Tetris behind this one-man cast. And my stage-drooling plot is sometimes a tired mind, for the struggle looks too telepathic to be street, between pen and paper, heart and mind, spirit and body. But I'm reminded that building bridges for stories to cross is more relieving than the smile of a freed slave. Behind these stage lights and the flashlights is just a boy with a burden from his donkey heart, sitting behind a small desk with not more shine than a table lamp. He's burning dreams and a pen, or a hammer, a broom, anything to nurture the future. I am reminded then that this stage is never the brightest corner of the room, no. You see, behind these body props, this costume like a tie sitting tightly at the center, exalting a gently perfect persona, is sometimes just a character keeping up appearances. Poor civilian soul caught in the crossfires of daily bullets that stage can't bulletproof. So yes, there are still men like us, masquerades, who move only to the music and the people, the music they sometimes forget to sing. Behind these theatrics, these well-tailored gestures, finely woven to thread my thoughts in perspective, behind these slight shows of facial expressions to create just the right moments, is sometimes a man with fear in his trunk, sweat in his tank, regret the sound of his horn, past failures be traffic light heading straight on the road of uncertainty. But I know I cannot stop. For there are passengers in my truck that on days when I am blinded by the odds, I take my pond of tears and make a mirror, look long enough and tell myself, you're not the only one here, keep moving, lad. That on days when I reap more fruits than brought baskets, I'd remember I sowed the right seeds. Behind this poem is a postman with a letter from your conscience, because I know you sometimes forget to keep in touch. Here is not where it all begins, neither is it where it ends. It is where we measure the distance between the man on the stage and the man behind the scenes, only to find the man in the audience.